Now that you have the Flubaroo add-on installed, you are ready to use it to score your Google Forms assessment. You'll click on the Add-ons menu, mouse over Flubaroo, and click on Grade Assignment. Flubaroo Grading Step 1 will open. In this dialog box, you'll choose the grading option that's best for the question type and the number of points that students will receive. Under grading option, you have 4 choices. It can be used to identify the student, things like their names, email addresses, student numbers. You can skip grading if it's a question that was an opinion, and you can do normal grading, which would be giving points and identifying correct answers, or you can grade by hand, which is perfect for checkbox questions and for essay questions. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these first 2 as student identification because that's what they are. Capital of Michigan and Michigan in the Midwest were multiple choice true false. They're each worth a point. Grade by hand for my essay question on the industry most prevalent in Michigan, but I'm going to bump up the points. That's going to be worth 9 points. And then the checkbox question, because there were 3 correct answers, I'm going to grade it by hand and I'm going to give it 3 points. Choosing the favorite tourist destination, 1 point. Choosing how the highways are maintained, 1. And then the multiple choice grid, each worth 1. So I'm ready to click Continue. Flubaroo Grading Step 2 opens, and it asks you to put a radio button next to the submission of answers that are the answer key or the correct answers. Since I named mine Answer Key, it's really easy to identify. You can just put the radio button next to whichever set of submissions is the correct answer key. I'll click Continue, and it starts to grade my assignment. Now it tells me that it created a new worksheet called Grades, which now appears next to the student submission worksheet. There's a summary of grades that will be in this area. We'll take a look at that. And then the very last row down here will show the percentage of students who got it correct. And anything that's highlighted in orange is an overall low-scoring question that I really want to take a look at because it means that most of my students did not get that correct. And then students who scored below passing will be colored in red, so it will be easy to identify which students I need to help. There will be tips in this box, and you should certainly click here to learn how to use some of the higher level features of Flubaroo, but I'm going to X out of here and take a look at the results. My average points are terrible right now, but remember I have 2 questions that I am going to score by hand. So I'm going to come over here. Oh no, there's some of those orange questions. Well, alrighty then, some reteaching to do, but here I can go ahead and I want to score their essays. I can come back to the Student Submissions tab and look at their essays and decide how many points that I will give them. So Susie's going to get 9, Chrissy's going to get 5, and Adam's going to get 2. And then the checkboxes for agriculture, it's supposed to be apples, grapes, and potatoes, so 2 for Susie, 3 for Chrissy, and 2 for Adam. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 2, and at least now my overall scores are a little bit better, but I really need to stop and think about the percentage of my students that are getting these questions wrong and do some reteaching. So that is how you use Flubaroo to score your Google Forms assessment.